Is this lethal? I guess we'll find out here in a sec. Mass for blockers or something. Something like that. I've heard mass for blockers. Gains life, but it would go on the stack because it's not lifelink. And boom, 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 boom. Down to 0. Let's go. That actually was lethal. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Mana, and today we've got a juicer for you. Before we dig into the deck, make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this, and it does help out the channel tremendously. I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to join us in the Discord, in the pinned comments below, and let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to be focused on Tajic, Legions of Valor, Tajic Magic, that's right, baby. Indestructible in haste, this is a 4-drop. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on the Legions of Valor, then conjure a card with mana value equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on it, and then you get to put it on the spellbook onto the battlefield. It gains haste until end of turn, and it does have to attack if able. So, in the first turn, you're going to get a Boros Recruit. Not that big of a deal, right? But, you know, next turn you get a Swift-Bladed Vindicator, Double Strike, Vigilance, and Trample. Now we're starting to talk a little bit. Now, Sky Knight Legionnaire, flying in haste, and then if you gotta get up to the Spark Trooper, now you're starting to get into a little bit more of a threatening thing. So Trample, Lifelink, Haste, but you have to sacrifice it, that's fine. And then you got Aurelia, the Law Above. Absolutely love this card. So Tajic is a pretty nice card, especially in like this more like aggro type build. If you notice, this is Boros. I am not doing the Convoke stuff. I am doing humans. We're doing humans. The Convoke stuff is its separate archetype, in my opinion. I'm not doing Warden of the Inner Sky. We're not doing Gleeful Demolition. I want to do Boros humans. So, got the Recruitment Officer. I mean, Skrelv's not a human technically, but hey, it is what it is. Really cute card, so we have it. You know, Skrelv can just, you know, it's a legendary one, whatever. Benalish Knight-Counselor, we do have enlist, and we also have another enlist creature with a Guardian of New Benalia. When this card enlists a creature, you're going to scry 2, which goes kind of nicely with the Kellan, Daring Traveler. Now, you know, this is, what's better on turn 2, Guardian of New Benalia or Kellan? I don't really know. I think Kellan actually would be, but because it is a legendary, I think we're just going to run 1. You could probably go for 2 if you really wanted, but the legendary creature stuff really kind of scares me off. Coppercoat Vanguard, because this is a human deck. Lightning Helix, this card is so phenomenal against almost everything. I mean, I really thought this card would be more meta shifting in Standard and rather Alchemy, but I don't see a whole lot of it. It's kind of surprising to me. It's so good. Deal 3 damage to any target, you gain 3 life. Like, I don't know, I just think this is a really good card and I'm running it. I don't care. I think it's phenomenal. I'm running it. I don't care. Anointed Peacekeeper, this card, kind of back from the graveyard. No one really runs this thing. I think it's phenomenal. Again, it is a human, so we do kind of curve out pretty nicely. Being able to say no to like a Sunfall or something like that is pretty nice. So, I don't know, man. I think we're kind of running this Lightning Helix and Anointed Peacekeeper is what it is. I think these cards are good. Jewel Mine Overseer, of course, we do like the 7 Dwarves, and being able to have that like additional draw every single turn is really, really nice in a lot of matchups. Of course, it is a human. Spotlight Falcon, this is, of course, another non-human, but it's close to tribal, you know. So we got a bird and a Phyrexian Mite, but it's okay. Now this card actually acts like a Legion Angel. At the additional cost to cast a spell, you may collect evidence 5, which is usually not that big of a deal later in the game. Enters the battlefield, you're going to get another Spotlight Falcon, and pretty much the idea behind this is you get it again and again and again and again and again and again. It puts a lot of pressure on like control. It really does, because you kind of have unlimited. I don't want to say unlimited, but it's borderline unlimited later in the game. So it's just like a silver bullet. We're just running 1, and then last but not least, Riders of the Mark. This costs 1 less for each human you control, and God knows we got a lot of humans. Trample Haste at the beginning of your end step. Return to the hand, and then you gotta create basically 4 1/1s. So you're gonna create 4 1/1s. I have no way to kind of increase the toughness, so the toughness is 4. Trample Haste. It's like what was that one samurai? Oh, is it Goro Goro? I think. What's that one? Man, not Goro Goro. It's the 1-drop. Oh, I'm drawing a blank here. You know what I'm talking about. It's from Kamigawa. It's basically like this on steroids. You swing in, it goes back to your hand, you get a bunch of 1/1s, and then the next turn, it's usually just costs 1 more to play anyway, because there's like so many humans on the battlefield. But this is it. Got some Tajic Magic, and hopefully we can make some MAJIC happen. Consider joining the channel. That would help me out as a content creator financially throughout all of this, my journey. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. The Shelma, hello. Let's go ahead and keep, yeah, well, it looks a little slow, but that's okay. We got Tajic, the MAJIC, Legions of Valor. So we'll go ahead and start this off. We are on the play, which also helps. So let's see what we're going against. The Shelma and Crystal Grotto. I don't know. I think this card, I have not made a brew with it yet, but I do think it's pretty good. I just haven't really gotten around to it yet, but I have gotten around to the Guardian of New Benalia. This card just feels a lot stronger in Alchemy versus standard for some reason. I don't know why. That's a good question. I think there's a lot more spot removal in Orzhov Esper type builds, but either way, not going to swing in, and then we'll go and ward them off, which feels nice. A-Thran Portal, yeah, we're not going to play down the Jewel Overseer. Let's go for the Anointed Peacekeeper first. And what do we got here? A Ren's Resolve. We got a Highlight the Hornburg, Shock, and a Melt Through. Okay, so I'm a little shocked they don't have the Melt Through on my Guardian of New Benalia. So maybe I should call it Melt Through, but then again, next turn they're going to have 3 mana, so I think it's probably better that we go in for... Let's go for Ren's Resolve. If we go for Ren's Resolve, that way we say, hey, listen, if you're going to take a Shock or a Melt Through, you're going to have to do a 2-for-1 on my Peacekeeper. So I think that's pretty good. They give us a nice... I mean, I thank you. Well, cheers to you. Thank you, I guess. I think that was the best move. I mean, we locked them out of Ren's Resolve. If they want to just go for Shock and Melt Through, that's a 2-for-1. I'll take that. That's not that big a deal. All right, Rally at the Hornburg. And no way I'm blocking here. Yeah, I don't think I'm blocking. See, that's weird. Why did they go for Ranger's Firebrand? Well, because now I can just get rid of the A-Thran Portal, give it Indestructible. They should go for the Melt Through, because if damage doesn't clean up, the Indestructible isn't going to like last for... It's only this turn, so... Kind of weird that they don't go for the Melt Through on the Guardian of New Benalia, but it's okay. I will absolutely take it, because guess what we're going to do now? We are going to drop Tajic, Legion's Valor, and I absolutely love this card. Indestructible with haste. Oh, things are about to get saucy in here. Alright, so the first turn, obviously not that crazy. We just get a little Boros Recruit. It's a 1-1, and it does have First Strike, which is nice. Let's not enlist now. We're not doing that. Not right now, anyway. So, Tajic, every single turn, it just applies more and more pressure. So, it's never really that dead. The only time it's really dead is if, like, you know, you're going against... you know, if you're getting, like, if you're on, like, the back end, like, you're on defense of, like, an offensive, you know, onslaught, it can be a little awkward, but versus if you're the one putting the pressure on, or versus control, I think this card's absolute gasoline. So let's see what we got there. They got the Ren's Resolve. If they want to pay the full 4 for the Ren's Resolve, I mean, they can do that. We're going to win a race right now. It's 12-19. I'll take this. This is fine. That's fine. Bang, 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 down to 15. Ren's Resolve, they do pay the entire 4 for it, so we actually do. Let's go ahead. Hey, they gave us a nice, I don't know if that was a cheeky nice, but we'll give them a little semi-cheeky cheers to you for using that full Ren's Resolve here. So what are we going to get next? We're going to get the Swiftblade Vindicator, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample. Is that enough for lethal? It is not. 3, 3, 2, 5. No, it actually would not be enough for lethal, so... Right? Hold on. First strike 1, 3, 6, 9, 11. No, if we swung all, that would be 11 damage. So I think we should just... This is fun. We're kind of like hedging our bets here a little bit. Next turn, we do get a flyer anyway, so I think we'll just keep these back. I'm being a little conservative here just because I don't want to, like, you know, get blown off the map here. So we take them down to 4. Let's go for the Jewel Mine Overseer. I think we're looking pretty good, but I'll just be a little conservative. I think we kind of have them. Skrelv can actually... We can just use Skrelv and just swing in with Tajic. But next turn, we even get a Sky Knight Legionnaire, Flying Haste in the air. I think we're looking okay here. Yeah, the Legion's Valor, it just put pressure on every single turn, and that's GG. Mashed potatoes. Hello, hello, how are we doing here? Alright, I think we're looking pretty good here. Riders of the Marsh, man. Such a good card. So let's go ahead and drop off our first human, and hopefully we can go nice and wide with our humans. Go for Riders of the Mark. Anointed Peacekeeper. We're looking good. Absolutely phenomenal. So obviously, like Boros, a lot of times you go for like Convoke. I am not running Convoke. We're just doing like a human aggro build. A little different. We're not running the Warden of the Inner Sky and stuff like that. But I think nevertheless, it does come out pretty good. So mashed potatoes, okay, there we go, and we're looking good. Good to go. Cavern of Souls, of course, we're going to call out human, and might as well just get Kellan down. I think Kellan's a little bit better than the Vanguard right now. Looking good, looking good. We are on the play, which of course does help, but the thing with the Riders of the Mark is, like, pretty much no matter what you do, it's never going to come out on turn, like, 3. Like, it's usually, I mean, I don't think it even can go on turn 3. I think it's a turn 4 only card. Unless there's a way... I don't think so. I think it's like turn 4 only, which is fine. So let's see what they got here. Let's see if they're maybe scoping out a Lightning Strike, or maybe they're just taking their time. Charming scoundrel. Charming to you, Mash. Not so charming to me. Let's treasure token is a little peculiar, but not too scared of that. Do we want to trade the? Do we want to swing with the Recruitment Officer? Ooh, Swiss Spirit, that's fine. Well, I mean, obviously we're just gonna go in for the Peacekeeper. That's the most obvious thing we can do here. But should I swing in with the Kellan? Maybe the Kellan grabs us something, I guess. Maybe it gives us a little bit more information, but you know what? I don't know. I don't think there's a world where this is anything better. Lightning Helix and a Ren's Resolve. So what do we actually want to do? I think we're gonna go for the Lightning Helix. Yeah, Lightning Helix is kind of a pain in the butt, so they actually lose out on some efficiency here from the Lightning Helix. So down to you. If they want to go for Lightning Helix on the next turn, because this turn they're gonna have to just go for Ren's Resolve or something. Charming Scoundrel. Now they gotta pay a little extra for that 1-for-1 on the Helix. I think we're looking pretty good. Next turn, unless they go, yeah, especially if they don't have any other sort of answer, which I don't think they do. Ren's Resolve, and we are looking phenomenal because we're gonna drop the Riders of the Mark. And then, oh, this is actually really bad. Hold on, for them, not for us. It's really good for us. We're gonna drop the Riders of the Mark, and they only have 3 power between the 3 creatures, so I feel so bad for them. There's absolutely no way they're gonna be able to like recover from this. So we're swinging in, and I think we'll keep the Recruitment Officer back just because I don't. Well, yeah, screw it, screw it. And that Cavern of Souls, I guess, you know, we might keep it. I think we'll keep the Cavern of Souls. But here's why it's so devastating to them, is they only have 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So they can't even all out block the Riders of the Mark. So we're gonna get 4 creature tokens at the end of this turn, and then we're gonna be able to play the Riders of the Mark again next turn. So yeah, they're gonna do a jump block too, so I think they're pretty much screwed. Bang bang, down to 7 they go, and we get 4 1/1s, and now the Riders of the Mark cost 1. And the card is absolutely insane. I mean, this card can just win you games. It's so crazy. That's the craziest thing ever. Alright, so Peacekeeper, if they want to go for the Lightning Helix, I just think they're a little too... Yeah, they know it. They know it. Good game. Kenny! You killed Kenny! Hello, hello, Kenny. I thought they replaced you with Butters by now. Just kidding, okay. Alright, bad jokes aside, let's go ahead and get this started. Yeah, we go for the Benalish Knight-Counselor. Pretty nice little card. Pretty nice little 1-drop in the Alchemy space here. Alright, human. Ooh, it's a nice... They got the pretty Cavern of Souls, so I already resent you. So, Charming Scoundrel. I don't know. This is a human. I did kind of debate running this as well. I just don't... Overall, I think we're okay. I'm going to actually go for the Guardian of New Benalia. Don't know if they really want to go super crazy here, but kind of unfortunate we don't get... We get both of our enlist creatures out, but don't really want to swing in or enlist anything right now, because that's a bad trade. Alright, what you got for me, Kenny? So, I mean, Boros. Gotta assume some sort of offensive threat's coming here. You don't have to. Don't get me wrong, Kenny. You don't have to. Ooh, and they go for their own Tajic. Ooh, okay. That is a problem. I don't really have too many answers for that. Typically, we want to be able to play this, and so okay. So this thing has to attack, which is whatever. I think we'll just block you. The Tajic has indestructible, so we'll just go block what we can. Go down to 18. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. And we get our own Tajic Legions of Valor. Okay, so this is gonna be a Tajic Boros mirror match. Pretty exciting. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't want to. We're gonna enlist. We're gonna go tall instead of wide. I think we'll get rid of. Do we want this extra land? Maybe we'll keep one of these land. I don't think we need both. So I guess we're just gonna be racing here. Now we're set up a little awkwardly. So is it better to go in for Kellan or the Lightning Helix? I'm just gonna assume it's better to go for Kellan. So next turn they're gonna get a Swiftblade Vindicator. So they're way ahead because they're on the play, and they got the Charming Scoundrel treasure out. Lightning Helix, yeah. I mean, we knew they had it, so whatever. The only problem is now the Tajic. I mean, our Tajic is like what, 2 turns behind? Oh, okay. Let's get. Oh, no swings? No swing? Okay, well that one has to swing. So they're keeping the other Tajic back. Oh, I said the other Tajic, the one that we have. So that's okay. 16 to 18. I think we're probably better off just getting it down. Yeah, this is like no brainer. Let's get our Tajic down, and yeah, I think this is fine. Unless you have no, this is like the only card in the whole game that can really answer Tajic in these colors. Because Get Lost wouldn't do it. It's indestructible. That's crazy. March of Otherworldly Light is actually not legal in Alchemy, so that's like the only thing they could have. That is brutal. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna... Oh, man. This is actually really cool. I am actually not running the Siege Veteran, so they're going more like the Soldier route. I'm just going the human route, because we have a lot of, like, not soldiers. But this is actually really interesting. So they get a +1/+1 counter, and they get Tajic to go off. So now they got a Sky Knight Legionnaire. Oh my god, this is crazy. I think we're well behind here. Let's go ahead and get rid of maybe... Well, actually, I guess the Lightning Helix doesn't really do a whole lot. The Lightning Helix itself doesn't do a lot here. So I guess we'll just get rid of you. It does trample through. We go down to 8. I guess we could go for Riders of the Mark, but like, how far behind are we? This is unfortunate. Oh, because they just have enough. They just have enough here to block. If they all out block, that's 4 toughness. We're not going to get our 1, so I would assume they just trade here. Oh my gosh. So typically, you know, I was hoping to show off Tajic, Legions of Valor in my deck, but Kenny, you're showing it off in your deck. I guess that's pretty good for content. We're showing off Tajic. I think this card is absolutely pretty good. I'm not going to say like cracked or anything, but I think Tajic is a really good card. So, I mean, hey, please, they're not going to block? Okay, that works for me. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'll take the 4/1/1s, and then we also get to play Riders with the Mark next turn for 1 red. That's fine. Oh, that Soul Partition was like the perfect answer, though. It was the perfect answer. But let's see, with Tajic with the +1/+1, what do they get next? I forgot. Is it the Angel? It's an Aurelia. Well, that's quite the Angel. And now the 4/4 in the air and a 2/2 in the air. Yeah, I think it's probably just lethal. Deal 3 damage to me. And they've got 6 in the air. Oh my god, yeah, this game's over. Oh my gosh, how cool though. They actually got the best possible thing you could get from Tajic. So let's go ahead and give them a good game. That was a well-deserved. We're not even gonna block. Come right through. And yeah, that was really cool. Tajic for the win. Not for us, but hey. Shadow Poo, how we doing here? How we doing? All right. So we're going against Black Stalactite Stalker. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and match you. Benalish Knight-Counselor. Unfortunately, you got Menace, so we can't do much about that. But if you want to race, I got 2 power. You only have 1. So who's gonna win this one? Down to 19. That's fine. Let's see what your turn 2 play is. Can you outrace? Ooh, Monster with Dread Knight? Of course, a classic one. Kind of. Ooh, we got our Spotlight Falcon. Pretty nice card. I think, well, there's really no thinking. Let's go ahead and drop our Guardian of New Benalia, and we can guard our life. Don't really want to swing. I don't really want to trade the Benalish Knight-Counselor, because they can just bring back the Dread Knight. Yeah. Should I have swung in there? I think you probably could have made a... Oh, Virtual Persistence sucks. Well, we can't give ourselves indestructible out of that, because that sucks. But, now I'm kind of sitting here like a lame duck. You know what? Do I want to block? I don't know. I think we didn't swing in, so we might as well make this knight useful. Plus, they won't be able to go for the adventure until next turn anyway, because there are reasons. But yeah, we do let them descend this way. I don't know. Kind of feeling a little awkward here. I don't know if I'm playing correctly. So already feel a little awkward. But let's go in for the Anointed Peacekeeper. I think this Anointed Peacekeeper kind of reminds me of the Elite Spellbinder for obvious reasons, but really good card. So Tyvar... I think this is going to be a pretty easy decision here. Tyvar cut down, or we could actually go in for the Mosswood Dread Knight or the Dread Whispers itself, but I think ultimately we'll probably just go in for Tyvar. So let's scroll down here, yeah. Let's just go for Tyvar. Yeah, Tyvar causes problems. Can't cut me down. Anointed Peacekeeper just gets over that cut down requirement, so it's nice. So they could just go for a double. Ooh, and they do have the Insidious Roots. Okay. Ugh, ouch. Don't like seeing that. Okay. Alright. Alright. Definitely not great. Insidious Roots and the Tyvar just spells absolute trouble. So I don't like seeing that. What's the play here? I think it's probably just go in for the Jewel Mine Overseer and then the Recruitment Officer. So let's drop our Jewel Mine Overseer. Get our little dwarfs, yep, enter into our deck, and now we go for Recruitment Officer, and we swing in, assuming that they probably won't block. But this is about to get nasty. I'm assuming they can go for the Tyvar now, especially with all this token. Now they got, oh my gosh, this is about to get pretty rough here. I'm assuming. Because once they have Tyvar out, oh, it gets so crazy. They all their plant tokens have haste, essentially. They don't have haste for swinging, but their activate abilities have haste, so they've got plenty of mana for it. Oh, okay, so they are playing. Okay, Boss or Dread Knight. I mean, I'm a little confused why they're not just slamming down the Tyvar. More pain. I don't know if they just took a nap at the wheel, but okay, this is fine. I don't. Like I said, there's no reason not to go for Tyvar here, so I don't know. Maybe they just kind of I'll take it. Whatever. Well, let's not even speculate. Okay, they took a long time to make that decision, so maybe they just kind of forgot what they had in their hand. That works for me. All right, pretty nice here. Let's go for the Captivating Crossroads. So now we gotta make a decision. I don't like Liliana existing. If we go for Lightning Helix, what do we really hit? If we go for Lightning Helix, next turn we can go for the Spotlight Falcon, so... this is actually quite a bit to weigh out here. I could just Lightning Helix the Dread Knight, but then they have another Insidious Roots thing. Oh, God. The problem... There's a lot of problems. Maybe we just go for 7 doors. Let's do this and then just draw. Let's do this and draw. Tajic. Okay, Legion's Valor might not be the best card here, just because they're going to have an army of plants here soon, but, I mean, it's definitely not bad. I think we would just right now prefer the Spotlight Falcon. I guess we're going to have to just swing in and maybe just go for the... I mean, we're going to have to go for Lightning Helix. And, yeah, I think we'll just swing in. If Liliana wants to discard, that's fine. Then maybe we just Lightning Helix the Dread Knight, because the problem is they already have Tyvar. So even if we... I know they can do the adventure stuff, but they already have Tyvar, and that's a better adventure thingy anyway. Oh, man. They can double block the Anointed Peacekeeper this way. But if they double block the Anointed Peacekeeper, I'm going to kill the plant token. No, that's still not very good. Maybe I should have, swung with the Peacekeeper. Oh, wow, they just let me go. Okay, okay, I think we're getting a little bit lucky here. Playing a little rocky, and I don't know. They didn't go for Tyvar. They let me swing in. They didn't block the Peacekeeper. I mean, I'll take it, but I think we're getting a little fortunate. That was a little sloppy on my end. I think at this point, our win condition is going to be going for the Spotlight Falcon in the air. So, Insidious Roots with the Dread Knight. I don't know, why are they not going for Tyvar? They can now. I mean, it costs 5. But they can go for yeah, here we go. Finally. I'm not trying to, lose, but I'm trying to root for you here a little bit, man. So they finally get this out, and they have, unlimited storming combo potential with this. So this card will gladly discard the Tajic. And now we've got the evidence for the Spotlight Falcon. And we can pretty much, man... It's looking pretty good. We got a Tajic, but unfortunately, I'm not even worried about that. I think we're going to go in for the Spotlight Falcon, even though I want to show off Tajic, but that's fine. We also want to show off the Spotlight Falcon, so it's fine. Should I play it? I don't think so. See, what's the best? I mean, it's going to take a while to get anything of super note. Spark Trooper's kind of nice. Aurelia, obviously, but that's very far away, so... I think we'll just go in for the Spotlight Falcon and collect the evidence here. Let's go ahead and collect. I don't think it really matters that much, so whatever. Boom, boom. We are roping, technically, so we'll be a little quick about this. Spotlight Falcon, we get another Spotlight Falcon into our hand, and that is pretty nice. So I think I'm actually just going to swing in. I think our win condition is just the Spotlight Falcon, and that feels pretty good. And wait a minute. I actually didn't even realize something. Did they not go for Tyvar? It has 3 loyalty counters. Yeah, this is fine. I'm really confused. They didn't go for Tyvar has 3 loyalty counters. Am I missing something? I don't know if we should be winning right now. Liliana can just get rid of the Overseer. That's fine if they want to get... Oh, they do discard. That's fine. Let's go and get rid of you.
Don't overthink things.
Are we going to sneak away with this? Obviously, if they can't block the Spotlight Falcon, we have lethal. We have... I mean, I don't want to say unlimited, but borderline unlimited Spotlight Falcons here. So even if they want to do all the Tyvar stuff now, I don't know. I feel like we played a little suspect, but they played super suspect. And overall, it might lead to a man-to-man victory. Probably don't deserve this one, but I will take him. I will take him. And a Dread Knight, that's fine. That doesn't even come from the graveyard, so that's fine. Stalker's not going to do anything. It's got 1/1/1, so that's fine. Stalker descends, but that's fine. I think we're good to go. Jewel Mine Overseer, not that this really matters, but it's nice to kind of get an extra card. And we actually, after all this time, after all of that time, we actually have a Lightning Helix, which is hilarious. So let's just go for our Spotlight Falcon, put the Spotlight on the Falcon, swing in for lethal, and even if they did have something with the Stalker here, that's completely fine. We go in for the Lightning Helix, so we didn't even have to do all the Spotlight Falcon nonsense, so GG's. Top Deck Games. Top Deck Games. How you doing here? We'll get all of our little one drops, so hopefully we can make a speedy little attempt at here. Market Gnome. Okay. I haven't seen an old Market Gnome here in a while. So I think we're going to go in for Skrelv, the Detector Mite. I'm kind of testing out the Warden of the Inner Sky. I have, I put it in, I put it out. Overall, I don't really like it, but maybe you can kind of prove me wrong in this match. Another Skrelv. Okie dokie. Well, I think we're just going to go in for... It doesn't really matter. I think we'll just set up the Warden of the Inner Sky. I think this is probably the best time to do it. So let's do this. Now the only question is, do I want to commit to the Warden of the Inner Sky? Because we don't have like the crazy Convoke, I'm still going to do it. But this is kind of why it feels a little awkward in this build, the Warden of the Inner Sky, without like the Gleeful Demolition kind of nonsense. Because now I don't have Skrelv up. So, I don't know. It feels okay. So let's see what you got here. Azorius Gnomes, Props Eidetic Memory, that's fine. Kind of annoying there. Did you see? Yeah, did you see that? It's kind of annoying that like the text is like all black and the background is black. I don't know if that's just like a glitch or something, but it's kind of annoying. All right, so let's go for the Crossroads. I'm gonna call it red, even though I don't have anything red in my hand. That's fine. Going for Guardian of New Benalia, and another one drop here so that we can go for the Warden of the Inner Sky. And this time we still can't swing in effectively because the Market Gnome is I mean, I guess we could enlist, but then we trade, they draw a card. I don't know, that doesn't feel very good. So we'll just do this. Cavern of Souls. I guess we'll get rid of that. Maybe we want something a little more juicy. Something a little more juicy fruit. I could go for Skrelv to get some more damage in, but I think we'll just kind of hold off for now. Clay-fired bricks. Okay. I am nervous, though. I mean, one Sunfall kind of just puts us right out of commission here. Another clay-fired brick, so... I don't think we can really like be scared of Sunfall. If they have Sunfall, I hate to say it, it's probably just over. We're already so committed to the board. I don't think it's really fruitful. So yeah, let's just not worry about it. Let's go for Jewel Mine Overseer. We're probably gonna go for the Warden of the Inner Sky to start flying. This is fine. All right, Jewel Mine Overseer, do your thing. And yeah, this is pretty good. I guess we'll do that before the Warden of the Inner Sky so that we can scry. I wouldn't mind grabbing an elf or a dwarf, excuse me. I guess, well, I don't want to do, well, we definitely got to do the Jewel Mine Overseer. So let's get rid of the Skrelv and do the Jewel Mine Overseer. Okay, that's fine. Guardian of New Benalia will say no. Looking pretty good. I could actually, no, I can't. I can't enlist the Skrelv. Never mind. I forgot they have a +1/+1 counter on the gnome. So 21 to 20. They got more life than we started with, so we're not doing a very good job as an aggro deck. And like I said, if they have Sunfall, this is the time they're gonna play it, but you can't be afraid. Can't be afraid. Oh, the One Ring. Okay, the One Ring doesn't clear the board. It just prevents all the combat stuff for next turn. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. That could be a lot worse, so. Okay. A little scary, especially because this little gnome's gonna get bigger. Oh god, alright, I'll just do a 5. We can handle that. Jewel Mine Overseer, what are we gonna oversee? A Coppercoat Vanguard, pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty good. We can rock with this. Again, I'm just playing, we can't. Nah. They got Sunfall, we're playing into it. I don't even care, baby. So let's go for another Warden of the Inner Sky, and I guess we'll take the Warden of the Inner Sky, number 1. Tap the number 2. Doesn't really matter because they have the One Ring out here, so Knight-Counselor. Well, I guess we'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. And do we want to enlist is the question. I think we kind of do, but maybe we just want to like scry. I guess we're testing out the Warden of the Inner Sky, so we may as well just kind of go for the scries here. So I mean, this is a really big board, but if they have a sweeper, this is going to be all for nothing. So the One Ring does zap them for a little bit. Oh gosh, I don't feel so good. What is this thing? Legendary Artifact. Well, that doesn't do anything too bad. you would draw a card, blah blah. Candy Trail. Okay, so maybe they don't have a sweeper of any sort. No, if you gotta figure why would they not go for the One Ring? They do get to draw 2 this way, but Candy Trail. Okay, this feels good. All right, gain life. Can't see what the text says. I do know what Candy Trail does, but even if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to because the black. Yeah, there it is. Why do they do that? It's black. It's like black on black. I can't even read the card. But nevertheless, this is pretty phenomenal. Okay, my turn. Jewel Mine Overseer. Ooh, Riders of the Mark, and we get our little 7 dwarves. So Riders of the Mark, pretty phenomenal. Let's go ahead and drop you, and this is, I mean, this is a lot of damage. Do I want to go for the 7 dwarves? I guess it doesn't have haste or anything like that, so I guess we'll just kind of hold off. But yeah, this is pretty phenomenal. This is pretty phenomenal. I think we'll just swing all. I mean, they're tapped out. Put the Skrelv back here. The Warden of the Inner Sky is nice and juicy. Is this lethal? I guess we'll find out here in a sec. Mats for blockers or something like that. I've heard mats for blockers. The thing that's nice about the Market Gnome is that it does not have lifelink. It gains life, but it will go on the stack because it's not lifelink. And boom, 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 boom. Down to 0. Let's go. That actually was lethal. No Market Gnome life gain for you. Let's go. Terran, how you doing here? We'll go ahead and start this off. Get the theater going. I haven't been to a movie theater in a very long time. I think the last time I was in a movie theater was the Spider-Man movie. The last one that came out, I think it was like 2012. It feels like not that long ago, but now that I think about it, I think that Spider-Man Homecoming was like probably 2022, I guess. But alright, so we got enough about the movie theaters. Let's go in for the Knight-Counselor. Undercity Sewer. So let's see if we're playing against Grixis. Okay, potentially going to be against Grixis. Grixis is always fun, man. Grixis is always a fun color. You never really know what you're going to get with a Grixis build, so that's pretty fun. We can appreciate that. Let's go and get our Skrelv down. Pretty boring. Skrelv is not a human, so Riders of the Mark is going to cost a... Oh, they have white, so they're running white as well. So this might just be 5 colors. Tajic. Oh, baby. We love that. Let's go for our human. Drop down our Anointed Peacekeeper. They can't counter it, which is nice. Don't know if they were planning on that. But... yeah. Red Shanty. Oh, that's the chorus card. That's the chorus removal. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Flame of Manor at the end. I think we... Ooh. I don't think it really matters here, considering that they have at 4. I don't think it really matters a whole lot here, so... I think we'll probably just go for the end. It doesn't really matter, effectively, right? Because they have... Oh, those will actually come in and tapped, so... Okay, so probably could have gone in for the other one then. Oh, that was kind of a mistake. Because if I go for Tajic, they can just exile it with that. So let's just do this. Put Tajic down, indestructible. The Flame of Anor can just deal damage to the Anointed Peacekeeper. And then they're going to probably go in for the end on our Tajic, which sucks, it's indestructible. But at least, you know, hey, we will get a little Boros recruit. Hey, buddy, look at my little Boros recruit, my little 1/1. You're going to have to take the reins here because they're going to go for the end on my Tajic. Very unfortunate that we're going to lose our Tajic and they get rid of all of them, but it kind of sucks. Our Boros recruit is not a human either, so it doesn't really help out our Riders of the Mark. Flame of Anor. Yeah, I think we kind of goofed that up because they had Surveil lands in their hand. So if I would have went for the Flame, we kind of would have set them off tempo a little bit, and we would have been keeping. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, you know, a little misplay. Never go a long way. They call me Misplay Man. Alright, another Riders of the Mark. Absolutely love this card, so let's just do what we can. Let's go for the Jewel Mine Overseer. And once they've got a cut down, nothing really to analyze here. Down to 16, we at least got a board to think about. So if we top deck into a... Most likely with Jewel Mine Overseer, does let us dig a little bit deeper. And then we can go in for Riders of the Mark. And there we go. Captivating Crossroads. Let's waste absolutely no time. Guess we'll go for white and let's at least give them the one that they see. So let's, yeah. Riders of the Mark. This card is absolutely insane, man. I want to kind of show off Tajic, but unfortunately they had the end for it. But Riders of the Mark, still a pretty good card. Flame of Anor. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. We've got another one, but they don't know that. Down to 12. Keep the pressure on. We're looking pretty good. Another Surveil land. So I don't know what is this deck. This deck's like, what, 4 color? Ooh, the Ballad. Ballad. Not Ballad, whatever. But there we go. Another Riders of the Mark. Let's go ahead and give them this. And this, I don't think they can do much about this one. This is going to deal 7 damage to them. Return it. This card is bonkers, man. Gosh dang, it's so good. It almost feels like cheating sometimes. It's so good. I don't really see it a whole lot on the ladder either. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's go in for the Anointed Peacekeeper. Let's take a look at what we're playing against before we go in for the Riders. So let's go. Yeah, definitely want to see what we're playing up against. Can't counter it. And, oh, they got the him and they got the Porcupine card. So, I don't think it really matters here. Unfortunately, I think we'll just go for Lend a Hand. Lend a Hand is the instant part of it. Yeah, we'll go for Lend a Hand here. It doesn't really matter. They're still going to be able to play it. We're just kind of posturing here or whatever. But nevertheless, we're going to go for Guardian of New Benalia. Hopefully, I want them to kind of spaz out. I wanted them to spaz out and then just use that on the Peacekeeper. And then we go for Riders of the Mark. But they're going to go for the Lend a Hand here. I don't think it really matters. Like, no matter what we call with the Anointed Peacekeeper, I don't think it really mattered here. But fortunately, we still got a pretty nice board. I mean, we are threatening for lethal. I don't think they really can draw. And they take it. Let's go. No problem. No worries. Fire King. Well. The Fire King. That's a little intimidating. See if we're playing against Burn. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Let's go for our Benalish Knight-Counselor and be on our way. We are on the play, so we'll get a little bit of a head start. Love the Lightning. I mean, I'm really a big fan of Lightning Helix. I thought Lightning Helix would be a little bit... Well, I thought it'd be a lot more, honestly. So they are holding true to their name with the Fire Mountain. But I thought the Lightning Helix would be a lot more played in Standard. I thought it'd be a lot more, like, meta-defining. But kind of has not been, really, to be honest with you. So... yeah, I guess we'll just go for the Coppercoat Vanguard. We can go for the Lightning Helix later. Yeah, Fire King proving true to their name. Let's see if we can best Burn. Okay, there we go. Hey, Fire King, you almost timed out, and they just barely didn't. So, ooh, you're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. All right, so let's go for our human. Yeah, let's just go make sure that the Cavern of Souls is using it for the Recruitment Officer instead of one of the other ones, because that does happen sometimes. And I'm actually just gonna go for the Lightning Helix now. They do have prowess, so I don't know if they got any like weird shenanigans up their sleeve, but I think this is fine. All right, Fire King, let's see if you're gonna rope me again. Hopefully not. We're looking pretty good. Riders of the Mark, definitely can't go in for next turn, but we can eventually. Fiery Inscription. Okay, that is pretty scary. Obviously, they can kind of storm off with that, and I'm going to waste no time. Let's go for the Recruitment Officer, and I guess it's the Peacekeeper is the same thing. We either top deck a land or we don't, right? For the Riders of the Mark's sake, we top deck a land or we don't. I think that's pretty much what we're dealing with right now. So even if we don't, the Peacekeeper was stronger than the Recruitment. Another Fire Inscription. Okay, so we're getting nervous here. And they're tapped out. Fortunately, I think that's it. Riders of the Mark is going to say us. That's 8. That is just enough for lethal. 13. Get out of here. Fiery Inscription. Be damned. Good game, baby. Alexin 2RZ. I get a little... Sometimes I start the... Sometimes I start streaming after I'm doing the hand. I usually try to, like, make the... I usually try to make the hand a little bit more visible before I start recording, but... is what it is. Sometimes I get a little hasty, but as we know, we're a fast deck. I'm feeling a little hasty. So. Kellan, can't go for the map token. I'm not running green, so I actually was thinking that I do have A-Thran Portal, and I have Kellan. I was thinking, like, how many times would it ever be worth it to go for green on the Kellan, just for the Kellan's like map ability? If I played like a million matches, like how many times would that be the optimal move? Because there would be some weird situation. Excuse me. There would be some weird situation at some point where it would be, where I would need like one green, and I have A-Thran Portal. I don't know, this is fun to think about. Alright, so we're actually a little bit more overloaded on red sources here. Let's go for the Kellan, see if we can get a little bit more information about what we want to do for next turn. But Guardian of New Benalia is a nice little pickup. I don't think I really want to do anything too crazy. I think we're going to have to just be mana efficient and just drop the Jewel Mine Overseer. Yeah, next turn we can go for 2 of our 2 mana costed things and then reevaluate. Alright, so Fuseling, Scamp, Cadet, obviously not going too bad here. Goblin with the Cavern of Souls, makes sense. Fuseling, alright. So, I don't know, okay, they're gonna swing like goblins do. They are pretty aggressive. And we're Stalker Frenzy on the Overseer, so actually, yeah, I was gonna say, do we block? Well, I don't have to think about that anymore. Cacophony Scamp. They could proliferate for the Fuselings here, but they do not, which is kind of nice. So I gotta make a decision. Do I want to go in for a Lightning Helix? A Lightning Helix is good, but I don't think we're gonna wait here a second. Recruitment Officer. 16, 17. Let's go. We need white. Yeah, we need a little bit more white, so we'll do that. And I think we're gonna drop the Guardian of New Benalia. And probably just hold up this Lightning Helix in some way or another, because if... Yeah, it's fine. We're going for Coppercoat Vanguard if we were planning on doing that, but because we'll just commit to the Helix. They're swinging in? Alright, well... I guess I'll just block you, right? Sure. Maybe Lightning Helix the Fuseling? Sure, let's just get some life gain going. I know the A-Thran Portal kind of seems a little bit conflicting, and then they also just get the Fuseling anyway, but I don't know. This is okay. If you go for the Scamp on the Guardian, we really, that seems like low-hanging fruit, but that's fine with me. Let's go ahead and just discard and get our... Yeah, this is fine. That's gotta be a mistake, right? There's no way. You probably want to go for my face there. Let's go for Human, Jewel Mine Overseer. Coppercoat Vanguard. I think we're looking absolutely phenomenal. I don't see much of the problem here. Oh, let's go. Yeah, let's make sure we go for Coppercoat Vanguard just to get our damage in. Almost missed that. That would have been pretty bad. Do we want to enlist, or do we just want to go for Kellan? I think so. I think we'd rather scry here, right? 7 dwarves. We'll go ahead and keep you on top. Looks good to me. Bang! Kellan, you have been enlisted. Alright, 15 to 10. We got a dwarves on top, Jewel Mine Overseer, and they know. They know they're too far behind. Goblins go bye-bye.